Ayan. Okay na? Good morning everyone. The regular session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan is called to order. Kindly stand for the prayer to be led by Honorable Gina Ong Silvano. And after the prayer, please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and the Hymno San Norteano.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord God, as we commence the session of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, we humbly ask for your divine presence and guidance. We acknowledge your infinite wisdom and seek your direction in the matters set before us. Grant us the courage to pursue justice, uphold truth, and promote the common good. May our discussions be characterized by respect, patience, and humility as we engage in fruitful dialogue. Help us to discern the needs of our province and to envision a brighter future for our people. Bless us with the unity and cooperation that we may work harmoniously towards the betterment of our society. We offer these legislative proceedings to you, trusting in your unfailing love. In your holy name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiging sa sinakalan, alam ng puso sa titik ko'y buhay. Upang hinilang, sila ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka masisigil, sa nalagang tulong sa simulan, sa langit kong pagaw, ay tinatang tulang, awit sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng katawan mo'y tagumpay manatilihin, ang bituin at karon niya, kailanman kayo'y magtitingin, walang araw na warhatin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang ligaya na karma'y makakit, at mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Itaan mga moderanon, masantuan ay mga ibabaw nun. Tugog kita simbang raong, saan ka ng Diyos gahong. Pagsarayo, panuto kita, kabuuason katanda. Amay iro'y mataw-garo, sa kahulog, dilim ang panahon. Mga tuwing kita ni sumunoy, kung sa'yo natunang aliroy. Natuo kita sa karawasan, kung hinyahan ka usgagan. Pagsarayo, panuto kita, kabubuason katanda. Amay iro'y pagaw-ganon, sa kahulog dilim ang panahon. Amay iro'y pagaw-ganon, sa kahulog dilim ang panahon. Amay iro'y pagaw-ganon, sa kahulog dilim ang panahon.
Thank you. Please take your seats. ST Secretary, kindly call the roll of the members.
Honorable Dato,
Present.
Honorable Abalon, Honorable Dubongco, Honorable Isedra, Honorable Galit, Honorable Giliama, Honorable Laudenio, Honorable Lion, Honorable Lucero, Honorable Miranda, Honorable Saludaga, Honorable Silvano, Honorable Singzon, Honorable Uy. There are 10 members present, including the presiding officer.
With the presence of 10 members of this August body, including the presiding officer, we have a quorum in today's regular session. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning. Good morning to our esteemed colleagues. Mr. Chair, I move for the consideration of the journals of August 9, 2024, August 20, 2024, and August 30, 2024 regular session. I move, Mr. Chair, that we dispense with the reading of these journals of proceedings and that these journals be considered as a whole. So moved, Mr. Chair.
I understand that every member has copies of the journals of the 9 August 2024, 20 August 2024, and 30 August 2024 regular sessions. It's a motion duly seconded to dispense with the reading of the journals of August 9, 2024, August 20, 2024, and August 30, 2024 regular sessions, and considered them as deemed as approved. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, under item number 7, I move, Mr. Chairman, for the consideration of the first reading and referral to committees of proposed ordinances and resolutions, measures, communications, petitions, and memoranda, and kindly direct the Secretary to read all items for the record.
SP Secretary, can you read all items under item 7?
Letter of Dr. Jose Luis A. Acompañado, OIC Provincial Agriculturist this province, proposed ordinance institutionalizing katuwang sa diwa at gawa sa masaganang ani at mataas na kita kadiwa ng Pangulo in the province of Northern Samar.
The letter of Dr. Jose Luis A. Acompañado, the OIC Provincial Agriculturist, regarding the proposed ordinance institutionalizing katuwang sa diwa at gawa sa masaganang ani at mataas na kita kadiwa ng Pangulo in the province of Northern Samar is hereby referred to the Committee on Agriculture.
Item small letter B, letter of the ILG Provincial Director Geraldine C. Maquilabit, this province, Regional Development Council, RDC 8, requesting all provincial local government units in Eastern Visayas to issue an ordinance preventing construction companies from extracting sand and gravel in areas with irrigation dams facilities constructed by the National Irrigation Administration.
The letter of the ILG Provincial Director Geraldine C. Maquilabit regarding the Regional Development Council, the RDC number 8 resolution requesting all provincial local government units in Eastern Visayas to issue an ordinance preventing construction companies from extracting sand and gravel in areas with irrigation dams facilities constructed by the National Irrigation Administration or NIA, hereby referred to the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources. And Joint Committee na to, Committee on Laws, Justice, and Public Accountability.
Item small letter C, letter of Regional Director Venus M. Hornales, Cooperative Development Authority Region 8 Extension Office, dated 24 September 2024, read Orientation on Republic Act Number 10744, also known as the Credit Survey Fund Cooperative Act of 2025, and to seek the support of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the establishment and creation of the Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in Northern Samar.
Yes. Honorable Albert A. Lucero.
Just a manifestation, Mr. Chairman, relative to this item number C, letter C of item number 7 of our agenda. I've talked to the Cooperative Development Specialist of the Cooperative Development Authority of Region 8, Miss Irene Pitilla, and his schedule. Actually, I have talked to the OSSP, and the OSSP coordinated with our majority leader relative to the presence or the presence of the people from CDA Region 8, the regional director himself, Director Venus, and their staff. And just last night, CDA Region 8 informed me that the CSF or the Credit Surety Fund Director of CDA National will be attending our next session on October 4 to present to us to explain to us about this Republic Act. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, we have done so many a series of consultation with the cooperatives in Northern Samar relative to the CSF, and the governor is positive in implementing this kind of credit facility in our province. Just information, Mr. Chairman, for the Honorable Chamber. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero. Yes, I'm going over the letter that you mentioned from the Regional Director German. What's his name? The letter of Regional Director Venus Nales of the Cooperative Development Authority Region 8 Extension Office, dated September 24, 2024, regarding the orientation on Republic Act number 10744, also known as the Credit Survey Fund Cooperative Act of 2015, seeking the support of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Northern Samar for the establishment and creation of the Credit Surety Fund Cooperative in Northern Samar. Hereby referred to the Committee on Cooperative.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
with the manifestation of the Honorable Lucero and also with the letter received by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan regarding the intention of the representatives coming from the Cooperative Development Authority to intention to attend our session on October 4, I move, Mr. Chairman, that we schedule their appearance before our session on October 4, 2024. I have so moved, Mr. Chairman. I move for a few minutes of special.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd just like to reiterate my motion, Mr. Chairman, to schedule the appearances of the representatives from the CDA on our October 4 scheduled session.
Yes, with that motion, duly seconded, the same is hereby approved. So the representatives from CDA Region 8, their appearances will be on our October 4, 2024 session.
Mr. Chairman, under item number 8, calendar of business 8-A, review of municipal ordinances and resolutions, and we recognize the good chair of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, the Honorable Don L. Abalon.
Honorable Don L. Abalon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For and in behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, I have the honor to render our committee reports on 8 items. And to shorten the proceedings, Mr. Chair, may I move to incorporate into the journal each and every committee report pertaining to each and every item in the agenda. I so move, Mr. Chair.
With that motion, duly seconded, the same is hereby approved. Let the findings, observations in each of the committee reports be incorporated in the journal.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I now make the appropriate motion for each item? Upon the recommendation of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 06/2024 of the municipality of Capol valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 06/2024 of the municipality of Capol, Northern Samar valid and operative, subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the municipality of Gamay valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring appropriation ordinance number 2024-03 of the municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar valid and operative, subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 29, series of 2024 of the municipality of Mondragon valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 29, series of 2024 of the municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-242 of the municipality of Palapag valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-242 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations.
Thank you,
Hearing no
Mr.
objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-240 of the municipality of Palapag valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-240 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 54, series of 2024 of the municipality of San Roque valid and operative, subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution adopting the committee report and declaring municipal ordinance number 54, series of 2024 of the municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to declare the first supplemental annual investment program for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling resolution number 2024-576 of the municipality of Palapag valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned in the committee report and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare the first supplemental annual investment program for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling resolution number 2024-576 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions as stated in the committee report and those prescribed by existing rules, laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, the motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Upon the recommendation of the committee, may I respectfully move to declare the Gender and Development God Plan and the budget for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling municipal resolution number 2024-220-20 of the municipality of Catarman valid and operative in its entirety subject to the standard conditions for investment plans, including the availability and or provisions of funds to carry out the programs, projects, and activities to implement the plan, as well as those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare the Gender and Development God Plan and budget for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling municipal resolution number 2024-220-20 of the municipality of Catarman, Northern Samar valid and operative in its entirety, subject to standard conditions for investment plans, including the availability and or provisions of fund to carry out the programs, projects, and activities to implement the plan, as well as those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Don L. Abalan. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, relative to the approved adopted committee reports of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, I move, Mr. Chair, to suspend the rules of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
There's a motion duly seconded. The internal rules suspended.
I move for a few minutes suspension, Mr. Chair.
Session suspended.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Appropriation Ordinance Number 6-2024 of the Municipality of Capul, this province, valid and operative subject to some conditions. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Appropriation Ordinance Number 06-2024 of the Municipality of Capul, Northern Samar, valid and operative subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Appropriation Ordinance Number 2024-03 of the Municipality of Gamay, this province, valid and operative subject to some conditions. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Appropriation Ordinance Number 2024-03 of the Municipality of Gamay, Northern Samar, valid and operative subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, this province, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. So moved.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 29, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Mondragon, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-242 of the municipality of Palapag, this province, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-242 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objections, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-240 of the municipality of Palapag, this province, valid and operative, subject to some conditions.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 2024-08-240 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 54, series of 2024 of the municipality of San Roque, this province, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring municipal ordinance number 54, series of 2024 of the municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing the objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring the first supplemental annual investment program for fiscal year 2025 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, and the enabling resolution number 2024-576 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. So moved, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring the first supplemental annual investment program for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling resolution number 2024-576 of the municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring the Gender and Development God Plan and budget for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling municipal resolution number 2024-220-20 of the municipality of Catarman, this province, valid and operative in its entirety. So moved, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring the Gender and Development God Plan and budget for fiscal year 2025 and the enabling municipal resolution number 2024-220-20 of the municipality of Catarman, Northern Samar, valid and operative in its entirety, subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, the said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, for the committee report of the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change Adaptation, please recognize the Honorable Gilbert F. Lyon, MD.
Honorable Gilbert F. Lyon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change Adaptation, to which was referred Municipal Ordinance Number 2024-08-238 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, entitled An Ordinance Requiring All Residential and Commercial Establishments within the Municipality of Palapag to maintain cleanliness, orderliness in front and surrounding premises of their homes and or establishments, to known as Tapatko Linisco Ordinance of the Municipality of Palapag, and providing penalties for violation thereof. Has considered the same and has the honor to report it back to the Sangguniang Palalawigan with the following findings and observation. Number 1, the enactment of the subject ordinance is in accordance with the Section 16, the General Welfare Clause of the Local Government Code of 1991. The said ordinance is consonant with the Section 447 of the above mentioned code, which the states that Sangguniang Bayan as the legislative body of municipality shall enact ordinance requiring that the buildings and the premises thereof and any land within the municipality be kept and maintained in sanitary condition, impose penalty for any violation thereof. And number 3, the imposition of penalties is in accordance with the provision of the same local government code. Wherefore, premise is considered, this committee respectfully recommends to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that a resolution be passed to declare the subject ordinance valid, provided, however, that its implementation shall be in accordance with other relevant existing laws, rules, and regulation. This report is duly signed by all the members of this committee, namely Honorable Albert A. Lucero, Honorable Don L. Abalon, Honorable Christian Emmanuel W. Uy, and Honorable Marites J. Guillamak, and this representation. Mr. Chairman, I move that for the adoption of the committee report on Municipal Ordinance number 2024-082-238 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare Municipal Ordinance number 2024-08-238 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid, provided, however, that its implementation shall be in accordance with other relevant existing laws, rules, and regulations. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Gilbert F. Lyon, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, relative to the adopted committee report of the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Climate Change Adaptation, I move to suspend the internal rules of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
Second.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance number 2024-08-238 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance number 2024-08-238 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, for the joint committee report of the Committee on Civil Service, Appointments and Reorganization, and Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, kindly recognize the chairman of the lead committee, the Honorable Victorio M. Singson II.
Honorable Victorio M. Singson II is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For and on behalf of the Committee on Civil Service Appointments and Reorganization, jointly with the Committee on Finance, Budget and Operations, may I have the honor to render this joint committee report. Under item number 3, small letter A, the subject ordinance refers to ordinance number 10 series of 2024 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, an ordinance creating the Municipal Housing Development Office, defining its power and functions, rationalizing the government housing system, providing funds therefore and for other purposes. The subject ordinance enacted the creation of the Municipal Housing Development Office upon technical review. The Local Finance Committee, on its second endorsement dated September 9, 2024, which is incorporated hereto by reference and made as an integral part hereof, has recommended that the local government unit of Allen shall comply with the requirements in Chapter 9 of the Manual on Position of Classification and Compensation Scheme in Local Government Units and the minimum standards and guidelines prescribed by the Civil Service Commission, Memorandum Circular 112 Series of 2022, shall first create all mandatory offices before creating optional offices. For our recommendation, The Joint Committee respectfully recommend to the Sangguniang Panlawigan to pass a resolution to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 10 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar, inoperative due to the above cited findings and observation. The Joint Committee report was duly signed by this representation jointly with the Chairman of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation by the Honorable Abalon. Members are the Honorable Marites Guillamac, Christian Manuel Uy, Leonida Pilodenio, Gilbert F. Lyon, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the Joint Committee report. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion duly seconded. For the passage of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 10, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar inoperative due to the findings and observation as stated in the committee report, specifically that the Municipality of Allen shall first create all mandatory offices before creating optional offices. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Under small letter item small letter B, upon consultation with the good chairman of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Operation, referring to Municipal Ordinance Number 53, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar. This is an ordinance creating the plantilla position of Tourism Officer 1 in the Office of the Municipal Mayor, Municipal Tourism Office, abolishing the plantilla position of Tourism Operations Assistant item number 1011-4 in the Office of the Municipal Mayor, Municipal Tourism Office, and for other purposes. Mr. Chair, upon consultation with the good chairman of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Operations, we decided to defer the committee report for further study. With this, Mr. Chairman, I formally move for its deferment. So move, Mr. Chairman.
With that motion duly seconded, the deliberation and or treatment of Municipal Ordinance Number 53, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar is hereby deferred.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the last joint committee report under item small letter C. We have an ordinance number 06, series of 2024 of the Municipality of Selbino Lubos, Northern Samar. This is an ordinance creating the Public Employment Service Office, PESO, and the plantilla positions, Municipal Government Assistant Department Head 1, close and open parenthesis, Assistant PESO Manager, with salary grade -22, Labor and Employment Assistant 1, salary grade 8, and abolishing the plantilla position of 1 Supervising Labor and Employment Officer, salary grade -22 of the Municipal Government of Selbino Lubos, Northern Samar, and appropriating funds thereof, and for other purposes. For the Joint Committee findings and recommendation. Findings and observation under observation number 1. The subject ordinance enacted the creation of Public Employment Office, PESO, the abolition of the Supervising Labor and Employment Officer, salary grade -22, and the creation of the Municipal Government Assistant Department Head 1, salary grade -22, and Labor Employment Assistant with salary grade -8. Findings and observation number 2. The savings appropriate to cover the salaries and other emoluments for the created positions of NGA DHI 1 salary grade -22 is sufficient to cover the same. And lastly, the funds requirement for the newly created position of the Labor Employment Assistant salary grade -8 has been incorporated and authorized under ordinance number 07 series of 2024 as supplemental budget for fiscal year 2024. For the joint recommendation, the joint committee respectfully recommend to the Sangguniang Panlalawigan that a resolution be passed to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 06 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Salvino Lobos, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions outlined in the second endorsement of the Local Finance Committee dated September 18, 2024, which is here to attach and made as integral part of the joint committee report. This joint committee report were duly signed by is a presentation, the good chairman of the Finance Committee, Honorable Abalon, and the majority of the members mentioned earlier. And so, Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the joint committee report. To move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare Municipal Ordinance Number 06 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Silvino Lubos, Northern Samar valid and operative, subject to the conditions as outlined in the Local Finance Committee report. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved. Thank you, Honorable Victorio M. Singson II, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, relative to the adopted committee report of the Joint Committee of the Committee on Civil Service, Appointments and Reorganization, and Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, I move, Mr. Chair, to suspend the rules of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Ordinance Number 10, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar inoperative as stated in the findings and observations of the committee report. I so move, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 10, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Allen, Northern Samar inoperative. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 6, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Silvino Lubos, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to some conditions. Some of Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Ordinance Number 06, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of Silvino Lubos valid and operative subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, for the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, kindly recognize the Vice Chair of the committee, the Honorable Gina Ong Silvano.
Honorable Gina Ong Silvano is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For and on behalf of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, it is an honor for me to report the Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 93, Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar, entitled A Resolution Adopting and Approving the Municipal Youth Development Plan, or MYDP, for the calendar year 2025 to 2027 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar. Findings and observations. The subject resolution approved the Municipal Youth Development Plan, or MYDP, for calendar year 2025 to 27 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar. The said MYDP was previously approved by the Municipal Development Council and endorsed to the Sangguniang Bayan to and by virtue of MDC Resolution Number 5, Series of 2024. This committee submits that the said MYDP is in substantial compliance with RA 7160 and its IRR and other pertinent laws, rules, and regulations, and concludes that there are no legal impediments for the same to be operative. The local government unit concerned, however, is enjoined to ensure the provision and/or availability of funds necessary to carry out the PPAs of the plan and to fully comply with the mandatory budgetary provisions in the actual implementation of the plan. Recommendations, accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to declare the MYDP for calendar year 2025 to 27 and the enabling Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 93 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Further, upon approval by this committee, of this committee's recommendation to pass a resolution. Submitted for resolution this 27th day of September 2024, signed by our chairman, the Honorable Gerardo Gerard Miranda, and by yours truly as the vice chairman, signed also by the Honorable Galit and Honorable Uy as members. I move for the adoption of the said committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion which is duly seconded to pass a resolution to declare Municipal Youth Development Plan calendar year 2025 to 2027 and enabling Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 93 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions stated in the committee report. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
For resolution number 2024-577 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar entitled Resolution Adopting the Local Youth Development Plan for calendar year 2025 to 27 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, we have the same findings and observations with the first report. For our recommendations, accordingly, this committee respectfully moves to declare Municipal Youth Development Plan for calendar year 2025 to 27 and the enabling resolution number 2024-577 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions mentioned above and those prescribed by existing laws, rules, and regulations. Further, upon approval of this committee report, the committee's recommendation is to pass a resolution. Submitted for resolution this 27th day of September 2024. The same signatories, Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of this resolution, of this committee report.
There's a motion which was duly seconded to pass a resolution declaring Municipal Youth Development Plan calendar year 2025 to 2027 and the enabling resolution number 2024-577 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to the conditions stated in the committee report. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved. Thank you, Honorable Gina Ong Silvano, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, relative to the committee report, adopted committee report of the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, I move for the suspension of the internal rules of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
So, Chairman, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Youth Development Plan calendar year 2025 to 2027 and enabling Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 93 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to some conditions. Some of this issue.
There is a motion which is duly seconded for the approval on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Youth Development Plan calendar year 2025 to 2027 and the enabling Sangguniang Bayan Resolution Number 93 Series of 2024 of the Municipality of San Roque, Northern Samar valid and operative subject to some conditions. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
So, Chairman, I move to approve on final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Youth Development Plan, calendar year 2025 to 2027, and enabling resolution number 2024-577 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which was duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution declaring Municipal Youth Development Plan, calendar year 2025 to 2027, and the enabling resolution number 2024-577 of the Municipality of Palapag, Northern Samar, valid and operative, subject to some conditions. Hearing objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Sir Chairman, under item 8-B, application for accreditation, kindly recognize the chairman of the Committee on People's Organizations, Non-Government Organizations and Cooperatives, the Honorable Albert Lucero.
Honorable Albert A. Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, on item small letter A, under agenda number 8, that's capital B, application for accreditation of Libo Farmers Association, Entrepreneurs Association, Barangay Libo, Catarman, Northern Samar. The findings of the committee, Mr. Chairman, is that number 1, Libo Farmers Entrepreneurs Association of Barangay Libo, Catarman, Northern Samar is an organized, duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and with company registration number 2021100029823-22 and Department of Labor Employment Registration Certificate number RO8-08-16-WA-NSFO-625 with address at Porok 2, Barangay Libo, Catarman, Northern Samar. Number 2, its application for accreditation has pertinent attachments to it in compliance with Article 64, Section B of the Implementing Rules and Regulations of the Local Government Code of 1991 and the Department of Interior and Local Government Memorandum Circular number 2022-83. The recommendation of the committee, Mr. Chairman, is that we pass a resolution accrediting the Libo Farmers Entrepreneurs Association, Barangay Libo, Catarman, Northern Samar in the province of Northern Samar. I move for the adoption of this committee report, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion which was duly seconded to pass a resolution to accredit the Libo Farmers Entrepreneurs Association of Barangay Libo, Catarman, Northern Samar. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero,
Mr.
Majority
Chair,
Leader.
Relative to the committee report of the Committee on People's Organizations, Non-Government Organizations and Cooperatives, I move for the suspension of the internal rules of procedure of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
With that motion, duly seconded, internal rules suspended.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval on final reading of a resolution accrediting the Libho Farmers Entrepreneurs Association of Barangay Libho, Catarman, Northern Samar. So I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded for the approval and final reading of a resolution to accredit the Libho Farmers Entrepreneurs Association, Barangay Libho, Catarman, Northern Samar. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, under the privilege and question hour, please recognize fresh from Japan, the Honorable Albert Lucero to avail of the privilege hour.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Honorable Albert A. Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this is in relation to what the statement of the Honorable Majority Leader on my Japan travel. I just would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Chair, the Vice Governor of the Province of Northern Samar, Clarence Dato, and of course to the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino Ungchuan for giving me a chance to study in a very prestigious institution, the National Governance Institute for Policy Studies of the Government of Japan.
Mr. Chairman, I have learned so much on the doings of the government of Japan and its relations to other countries when it comes to governance, to peace, to human rights, and of course to the economic development of Japan in relation to other countries, most especially the Philippines. So because of this, Mr. Chairman, again, I would like to reiterate my heartfelt gratitude to all the people who helped me in this endeavor. Of course, the department heads who have signed my clearance, the HR, Attorney Leah, administrator, Attorney Sabong, Provincial Treasurer Alan Valenciano, Adel Luisa Asibuchi, our budget officer, the accountant, Attorney Grace Royo, and the PGSO, Kinsan Asibuche, and of course, Mr. Chairman, the automatic endorsement of all my documents by the Honorable Vice Governor and was automatically approved by the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino Ungchuan. Thank you so much, colleagues, and I hope I can share to you in some other days my experience in Japan in this prestigious institution, the National Governance Institute for Policy Studies of the Government of Japan. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero.
Mr. Chairman, the Assistant Majority Leader is asking if the good gentleman would yield for some clarificatory questions.
Next session.
Mr. Chairman, because of time constraints, I believe the honorable gentleman from San Roque has not even taken his breakfast because of the many activities wherein he was promoting the green lane of the province of Northern Samar. And for your information, for the information of our colleagues, Northern Samar now is part of the program of the Bureau of Investments when it comes to promotion of investments of the different provinces. Northern Samar will always be there, and our colleague here will also be sharing our experience in Northern Samar. So I believe we can tackle all these questions in the next session, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero, Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Board Member Lucero. Mr. Chair, we'll now proceed to item number 10, other matters. Kindly direct the Secretary to read letter A of item number 10.
S3 Secretary, kindly read item letter A of agenda number 10.
Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Katarman, Office of the Governor, September 16, 2024. The presiding officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar. Dear presiding officer and ladies and gentlemen of the Sanggunian, I hereby certify the urgency of passing a resolution authorizing the governor to request financial assistance from the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, in the amount of 390,000 pesos intended for the implementation of the DOLE Integrated Livelihood Program, DILP, under the Barangay Livelihood Empowerment and Sustainability, BLES program in the municipality of Katarman, and to authorize the governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement, MOA, with the DOLE represented by the Regional Director, Attorney Dax B. Villaruel, relative to the said financial assistance. Attached is the letter from the Provincial Economic Development and Investment Promotions Office, PEDIPO, and the draft memorandum of agreement, MOA, for your reference. Thank you for your immediate legislative action. Edwin Marino C. Ungchuan, Governor, signed by Attorney Clarence E. Dato, Acting Governor.
Mr. Chairman, in relation to the certified urgent letter of the Honorable Acting Governor, Attorney Clarence E. Dato, kindly recognize the Honorable Don Abalon, Chairman of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations.
Honorable Don L. Abalon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. With regards to the letter of urgency from the Honorable Acting Governor dated 16 September 2024 requesting the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the passage of a resolution as read by the Secretary. May I, for and in behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, may I move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor to request financial assistance from the Department of Labor and Employment in the amount of 390,000 pesos intended for the implementation of the Dole Integrated Livelihood Program or DILP under the Barangay Livelihood Empowerment and Sustainability or BLESS program of the Municipality of Catarman, and authorizing the Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Department of Labor and Employment represented by its Regional Director, Attorney Dax B. Villaruel, relative to the said financial assistance and for other purposes. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion which was duly seconded, pass a resolution authorizing the Governor to request financial assistance from the Department of Labor and Employment in the amount of 390,000 pesos intended for the implementation of the Dole Integrated Livelihood Program, DILP, under the Barangay Livelihood Empowerment and Sustainability BLESS program in the Municipality of Catarman, and to authorize the Governor to enter into a memorandum of agreement with the Dole represented by Regional Director Attorney Dax B. Villaruel. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Mr. Chairman, under item letter B, I move, Mr. Chairman, to dispense with the reading of all these items and move that this be incorporated into the journals of proceedings of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
With that motion, duly seconded, the reading of all items under agenda number 10B is hereby dispensed with, and the same will be considered incorporated in the journals of the Sangguniang.
Mr. Chair, point of information. Among those items that had been referred, particularly item number 4, resolution number 2024-576 of the Municipality of Palapag, I just would like to inform this august body that the same had earlier been approved by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Very good. I'm just informing. The committee received in advance a copy, and we rendered the report on that particular item. I'm just informing the Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
Meaning, Mr. Chair, the committee has already acted on the referral.
Yes. Item number 4. So, item number 4 is excluded. The same has already been deliberated upon. Thank you, Honorable Donel Abalon.
Mr. Chairman, there is still one more item under other matters. Kindly direct the Secretary to read the certified urgent of the Honorable Governor.
SP Secretary, kindly read one other item, letter of urgency coming from the Office of the Governor.
Republic of the Philippines, Provincial Government of Northern Samar, Catarman, Northern Samar, Office of the Governor, September 27, 2024. The presiding officer and the members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Province of Northern Samar, dear Vice Governor Dato, and the ladies and gentlemen of the Sangguniang, I hereby certify the urgency of passing an ordinance reverting the unexpended balance from prior years of trust receipts, Bids and Awards Committee, BAC, continuing appropriation, Kauswagan FM radio station, and special purpose appropriations, assistance to Philippine National Red Cross and Barangay Development Program in the total amount of 6,500,000 pesos to the general fund and reappropriating the same. Sources of funds: unexpended balance from prior year's trust receipts, Bids and Awards Committee, BAC, 2 million pesos. Continuing appropriation, Kauswagan FM radio station, 8-90-136, 2,800,000 pesos. Special purpose appropriations, assistance to Philippine National Red Cross, 4917, 200,000 pesos. Barangay Development Program, 1-9999, 20-1, 1,500,000 pesos. Total sources of funds, 6,500,000 pesos. Uses of funds, special purpose appropriation, product promotion and marketing, travel expense, 300,000 pesos. MOE, PGO, other MOE, 3,700,000 pesos. PEDIPO traveling expense, 500,000 pesos. PEDIPO other MOE, 1 million pesos. PIO other supplies and materials expense, 500,000 pesos. PIO other MOE, 500,000 pesos. Total uses of funds, 6,500,000 pesos. Attached is the certificate of availability of funds for your reference and guidance. Thank you for your prompt legislative action. Signed, Edwin Marino Siongchuan, Governor.
Mr. Chairman, in relation to the certified urgent letter of the Honorable Governor, please recognize the Honorable Don L. Abalon, Chairman of the Committee on Finance.
Honorable Don L. Abalon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Relative to the letter dated September 27, 2024 of the Honorable Governor Edwin Marino Ongchuan requesting for the enactment of an ordinance reverting the unexpended balance of certain items in the total amount of 6,500,000. For and in behalf of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, may I move for the enactment of an ordinance entitled An Ordinance Reverting the Total Amount of 6,500,000 pesos to be taken from the unexpended balance from prior years of trust receipts, bids and awards committee, continuing appropriation for Kauswagan FM radio station and a special purpose appropriation for assistance to Philippine National Red Cross and Barangay Development Program, and reverting the same to the general fund and reappropriating the same for various programs, reappropriating the same for a special purpose appropriation, particularly product promotion and marketing, traveling expenses in the amount of 300,000, maintenance and other operating expenses for PGO, 3,700,000, for PDPO, 500,000, for PDPO, other MOA, 1 million, PIO, other supplies and materials, 500,000, PIO, other MOA, 500,000, the total amount of 6,500,000. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion which was duly seconded for a passage of an ordinance reverting the unexpended balance from prior years of trust receipts, Bids and Awards Committee, continuing appropriation, Kauswagan FM radio station, and special purpose appropriations, assistance to Philippine National Red Cross and Barangay Development Program in the total amount of 6,500,000 pesos to the general fund, and reappropriating the same to special purpose appropriation, product promotion and marketing travel expense, the amount of 300,000, MOOE, PGO, other MOOE in the amount of 3,700,000, PDPO, traveling expense, the amount of 500,000, PDPO, other MOOE, the amount of 1 million, PIO, other supplies and materials expense in the amount of 500,000, PIO, other MOOE in the amount of 500,000, for the total use of funds in the amount of 6,500,000. Hearing no objection, said motion is hereby approved.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Don L. Abalan.
Mr. Chairman, I move for a few minutes suspension, Mr. Chairman.
Session suspended. For okay, come no? As it is now, October 2 is the filing date, then 4 we can have a session.
One more item, still under other matters. Please recognize the Honorable Albert Lucero.
Honorable Albert A. Lucero is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 1 minute. The good gentleman from Katarman, the Assistant Majority Leader, intimated to me that in the social media, there are so many questions and so many complaints of the consumers of our very dear and only cooperative, electric cooperative of the province, NSamar. So, Mr. Chairman, it is just, but it is a proper, it is already going to such an issue wherein there are so many complaints wherein NSamar is not responding. So I believe it is just but proper for us also to invite NSamar as representatives of the consumers of the province, Mr. Chairman. So I would like to move that we request that we invite the people from NSamar to explain to us the updates of the energy situation in the province of Northern Samar, Mr. Chairman. And of course, we will be also asking NSamar the arrangement with all these investors who will be investing hundreds of billions of pesos for the renewable energy in the province of Northern Samar. What would be the benefit of Northern Samar as they are the main energy provider, electric provider, or in the province of Northern Samar. So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to request the good majority leader.
No.
I would like to move that we invite, Mr. Chairman, the management, the MANCOM, the management committee people of the Northern Samar Electric Cooperative. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Donel Abalan. Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero.
I joined the manifestation of Board Member Lucero, but I just would like to add that the representatives of the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines be included, because our experience will tell us that if you talk to the NSamar people, they will point their finger at NGCP, and if you talk to the NGCP people, they will point their fingers to NSamar. So it's better to meet them both at the same time, at the same place. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, and also considering that we will be discussing about the electric issues in the province, maybe we can also invite representatives from the solar, from the wind, the linga, the wind,
yes.
the wind plant, Lihangin Corporation, to just discuss
Yes.
what will be the benefits that we can have from their business here in the province.
Mr. Chairman, I yield to the request of the good gentleman from San Roque and our majority leader. And of course, to add, just to add, Mr. Chairman, just this September, NSamar has increased its generation cost for more than 2 pesos per kilowatt hour, around 3 pesos, Mr. Chairman. So we would like to request them to explain to us kung nag-agi na si ARC or what, because they are just saying on their Facebook page that they increased the generation cost because of the increase of the Misamis Oriental or power generator for NSamar. So, Mr. Chairman, we would like to clarify and be informed, be enlightened on all these developments of the goings on in NSamar. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorable Albert A. Lucero, Honorable Donel Abalon. With those manifestations, letters of invitation, SB Secretariat, be sent to NSamar people, of course, NGCP, and the Lihangin Wind Farm people.
Mr.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Yes, after the approval of the motion, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Chair, I move for a few minutes suspension.
Session suspended.
Committee level? under the rules, we can have it under the committee letter. Para direct Mr. Chairman, with the approved motion to invite personalities from NorSamelco, NGCP, and Lihang Incorporation, I move that the motion be referred to the Committee on Energy, Franchises, Energy Utilities and Franchises. So move, Mr. Chair.
With that motion, duly seconded, let the concerns or the manifestation, with those manifestations, be referred to the Committee on Energy, Utilities, and Franchises.
Mr. Chairman, considering that all items in the agenda has already been considered, I move for the adjournment of our session until October 4 at 10 o'clock in the morning at Sandiganang Panlalawigan Session Hall.
With that motion, duly seconded, today's regular session is hereby adjourned until October 4 at 10 in the morning. Thank you everyone and good noon. Meron na.